Hello, everyone. As we all know, individuals with disabilities play a prominent role in everyday life. We interact with them on a daily basis, from going to school, the grocery store, doctor's offices, and many more situations.
It is important to emphasize inclusion for everyone and to encourage individuals with disabilities to feel comfortable and safe in the community.
However, there are many instances where individuals with disabilities may feel they're being taken advantage of and objectified, such as with inspirational porn.
But what specifically is inspirational porn, and what is the role it plays for both individuals with and without disabilities?
Inspirational porn is the reality of portraying disabilities as negative in life and ultimately objectifying individuals with disabilities to bring motivation and good feelings of inspiration to individuals without disabilities.
Ideally, images, slogans, and assumptions of individuals with disabilities are used to bring a sense of condescendence amongst individuals without disabilities.
As Stella Young explains in her TED Talk, "I'm not your inspiration, thank you very much." The purpose of these images associated with inspirational porn is to bring the idea that however bad my life is, it could be worse, like the individual in this image.
This is a prime example of how someone creates judgments and a sense of superiority for individuals with disabilities.
There are three models of disability: medical, functional, and social. As Stella Young also mentions, the social model plays a huge role in the impairment of individuals with disabilities and the perspective with social media.
Television ads, newspaper ads, Instagram, Facebook, and many other huge platforms promote these barriers that act as a hindrance to progression of inclusion of people with disabilities.
Furthermore, it sells a disability, meaning that it tries to portray disabilities as negative and makes individuals without disabilities feel exceptional.
This is eye-awakening because many people may not realize the harm that comes with inspirational porn and objectifying people with disabilities so frequently.
As many of us have seen, these images that have been labeled as disability porn all over social media, it is time that we put a stop to treating people with disabilities like they are so different.
Disability porn is bad because it actively objectifies people to make others feel better, according to Stella Young in her TED Talk speech. It takes away the humanity of people with disabilities.
This media outlet that you have probably seen makes it seem like people with disabilities can't live a normal life, hold a job, or even make relationships with others. It overall makes it seem like having a disability is a bad thing.
Stella Young makes the point that people with disabilities have difficulties. It may just not be the way that you think. These difficulties come from the social model of disabilities. That means that people with disabilities are more handicapped by the society that they live in.
It is time to make the change where people are not just praised for living with a disability, but actually achieving something.
Inspiration should come from great achievement, like Ellie Stroker being the first disabled actor to win a Tony Award. She is breaking boundaries and as an amazing actress, and she should be celebrated for these achievements.
We should be celebrating companies working to make products more accessible for people with disabilities, such as Lego adding audio and braille instructions.
There has been a long tradition of people with disabilities being ostracized and put down. They have been given the role of disabled, and that is all they become to people.
It is time that we put a stop to this tradition and accept people for who they are. People have accepted the disability that they have, and it is time that everyone does too.
Now is the time to normalize disabilities. It is time that we saw people with disabilities working as doctors, teachers, and managers, and it may not be a surprise. It is time that we no longer see disabilities as a negative thing.
We hope that next time you see disability porn, you won't continue the chain of making disability a bad thing. Instead, comment a message to explain its offensiveness and help educate other people out there.
Thank you all, and have a nice rest of your day.